Hello and welcome back to my channel. So this week I made some tiny little furniture for the house that we made last week, and I really hope you enjoy watching it. So without further ado, let's get right into the video. Hello and welcome back to my workstation. So I didn't know what hand signs to do this time, so here's some peace signs. First things first, I drew all these little pictures of what I wanted in my little house. And then I cut out this little guy as a reference for scale. This was pretty crucial for when I was building because I needed to put him next to certain things to make sure that everything was up to scale. And by the end, I got the hang of it, so I didn't use him as much, but here I am ripping him out of the sheet, and somehow I cut myself while I was doing things off camera. Don't worry about that. The first thing that I decided to build was a little couch, and this was pretty difficult because I had to put this little floofy in there and then put some glue on and overlap all these things, and then I had to cut pieces off. This was pretty difficult. I was really terrified that I was gonna mess this whole thing up because you see the glue isn't dry, but I'm trying to cut things off, trying to overlap things. But I think by the end I got it down and it wasn't as difficult anymore. So I had to build like 6 of these little pieces because at the beginning I wanted to make a 3-sectional couch. Plans changed. That's okay because it ended up being way too long. So with the other 2 pieces, I decided to build a chair. So this is where the mistakes start. So I built this little thing, encompassed it in this cloth, and the problem was that this was way too long because when I tried to put it up to the house, it just looked so huge. I mean, it could have been an extra large couch, I suppose, but I decided that this wasn't gonna really work for us. Before we get to the part where I actually fix my mistakes, you're gonna have to watch me make them because I'm not perfect. So this was my plan. I put these 3 things up on here and I thought, okay, this is way too big. So I took them off and redid the couch. So I just made them a little bit shorter. And then I was like, well, maybe I can just use these side pieces as armrests. But that did not work either because I really could not figure out a way to glue these things, but also make it short enough to fit in the house. So I just scrapped that idea and I created a little chair, a little side chair for our couch, and that seemed to work a lot better. So the thing that we're going to do next is put all these little skewers as the little legs for the couch, and this is just so freaking cute. I made little legs for the other little couch and I put them on, and then it was time to move on to a little table that I was going to make for the kitchen area. So I glued these little tiles together that I got at the dollar store. These tiles created the most perfect size for a little table, and again, of course, with this we have to add little legs to it so it can stand. I created all these little legs and then we're just going to put them on. I'm also really proud of myself for using these skewers as little table legs and other legs because they were just the most perfect size and so much easier to work with than little popsicle sticks. So now we're just going to let that dry and move on to our next project. Our next piece is going to be this little bed that I made. So I got this little foam thing from Michael's and I wrapped it to kind of create this mattress thing. I also made this duvet that I made off screen. Duvet, I love that word. So I kind of put this on wrong the first time, so that's my mistake again. And we're just going to create a lining around to kind of look like it's draping. And then after that's done, we're gonna put it back on the bed to make it look like a bed. And if I didn't make it clear before, this is the finished bed. I'm sorry for saying the word bed so many times. Anyways, so then I got this great idea to use this old, gross gum wrapper as a sink. I know, genius. I actually think I saw this somewhere else. Anyways, I stole their idea, so sorry, but you have really good ideas, so I'm just gonna do that. Anyways, so I create this little border around it to make it look all nice and sinky. Once that dried, I decided that it would be a really good idea to use little beads as the little turny turns on the sink. Oh my god, I need to learn English. Anyways, so then I created this little sink faucet. Oh my god, I got that one right. Ugh, yes. Anyway, so I put that in the little hole, and to make it look more like a sink, I painted it with this silver to kind of create a stainless steel sink. I don't know if you have those, but I have a white sink at home, so you're better than me, I know. And I'm kidding, I'm great. Ugh, I don't know if I'm great. Am I great? Anyways, while I'm having this mental breakdown, I'm just gonna paint the rest of it silver as well because this is an all silver sink. And then for the drain, we're gonna put a little dot there. After that dries, we're going to add the rest of the pieces. Now, I didn't film the rest of the pieces, but this is exactly how I put them on off camera. So then, now it's time to move on to the oven. So again, I use these little beads to create the little burners where, you know, the flames come out. So I put them all symmetrical as possible, and then I cut these little wires, and I cut them really, really little to create the little stovetop. I think that's the correct word. So I'm just trying to make it look like a stovetop. I know this isn't what it looks like, but I struggled with this for a while because the little pieces were so little and the glue was so tacky and it just kind of kept going all over the place. But eventually I did it all and it looks good if you don't look at it. So then I made this little oven door and I put a handle on it to make it look like it opens. We're gonna set that to the side to dry and paint the whole stove top black because my stove top is black. I mean, I still use gas for my stove. I don't have those electrical ones. So I just did what I thought looked right, and this looks right to me. So we're just gonna paint this whole thing black and make it look all textured and stuff because I don't know about you, but when you use a gas stove, food kind of gets all over the place, gets all crummy and crusty, and then it's just stuck on your stove for forever. That's fine because it means you're cooking. So for the oven part, I decided to paint it silver again because my oven is silver, so I just went with that. I thought it looked pretty cute like this. I just love this little door. It just looks like such a little oven. I love it so much. So I had to use those tweezers to kind of hold it up to paint it all nice and well. Set it down, and I almost ruined everything, but I saved it. Then I used Shrinky Dink plastic. I didn't shrink it or anything, but I glued that onto the back to create the glass door for the oven, and it looks pretty cute if you ask me. So then we're going to attach those two pieces, and again, I didn't film the rest of the oven because it was just black, so whatever. So now we're just going to move on to the coffee table. This was the most simple thing I've done in this whole project. I just glued on these legs and we were done with it. That's how easy it was. So simple but so adorable. I love it. So then I moved on to creating this little plant. Super easy. Bead, little plant, done. Perfection. So now we're just going to create a side table for the bed because, I mean, I don't have one in my room, but some people have them. And then we're going to create little tiny chairs for the table. Again, legs, tile thingy, done. Perfection. So simple, so easy. I just love these little tiles. I want to sponsor these little tiles. I love them. So cute, so helpful. As we let those dry, let's move on to the next little thing. So now I'm creating a shower because every house should have a shower in my opinion. Again, taking shrinky dink little plastic, not firing it, and just putting it on the side doors. So I created this little open shower thing because I thought it was really cute. And then we create another little plant. I created so many plants for this project because I wanted to decorate everything really well. And now I'm creating a dresser because everyone should have a place to put their clothes. So I made a little dresser for this girl's room. And then I took tiny little beads and made them the handles of the dresser. So you know, you have a place to pull in and out to get your clothes whenever you need. I made sure that the little handles were symmetrical, so I pushed the beads back and forth until it all looked cool. Then off camera I created this little lamp that I'm gonna put in her room, and this was kind of difficult to do because I took this parchment paper, flung it around some wire, and it just took me forever to glue everything together because it kept slipping. But eventually we got to this place, and I'm gonna paint it blue, and then let's make the little fridge. So I put the little handles on, waited for them to dry, and then we're gonna paint this fridge white because I really love those like retro white refrigerators. I just think they look so cute, and again, like vintage and retro, whatever. You know, those fridges last for forever. That's what my parents always tell me, that everything used to last for forever. We're gonna set that off to the side, let it dry, and move on to this little side table that I created. So I again, I attached some legs to it to make it stand, and by the end, it was kind of wobbly as all heck because I mean, I don't know what I'm doing, okay? I will say it. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just doing my best. After everything was done, I put some matte Mod Podge on everything to make sure it was secure, make sure it will stay together for a long time. After all the work I've put into this, I just really wanted to make sure that this was gonna last and it would be strong and not break on me, because that would make me very sad to see all my work broken because I didn't seal it. So now we have everything together, and let's put everything in the little house. So, I mean, I don't know if you're an interior designer. I'm not, so I just tried my best, and I created these little books. We're gonna put them on the dresser because this girl reads because she's smart, I guess. And then we're gonna put this little plant in her room. I don't have any plants in my room. I wish I did, but I just really don't want to forget to water them one day and then they die on me, and then I have a mental breakdown because I can't keep my plants alive. I mean, I already have my dog, so I don't need another thing to water and feed every day. So we're just gonna put all these things in. I love this little couch. It's so cute. I wish I had like some arms on them because all of my couches have arms, but I mean, we've seen what happened. That's fine. I'll get better eventually, guys. I'll get better. So we're gonna see how many plants I created. There's already 3 plants in here. And then I created this little side table. There's a bunch of stuff that I created off camera just because I got like an urge, and then I think I just forgot to film a lot this week for some reason. I will do better. Again, I'm still learning, so it is what it is. So now we have our little kitchen, which is my favorite part of any house, is the kitchen. If you ever invite me to your house, I'm seeing your kitchen first, probably, unless you want to give me a full tour. But the kitchen is my favorite place. And in my house, we have a yellow kitchen, and I really wanted to bring that into this house too, because when I grow up, I'm already 24, but when I grow up, I will have a yellow kitchen because that is just one of my dreams in life, is to have a yellow kitchen. And again, we're going to put some plants in there, make it all look cute. And then for the dining room, I kind of put it next to the front door, but I was thinking once you like close it, if the house is closed, then like you can put it in the middle. And then we're going to put this little plant up there, and it keeps falling. Yep. Twice is the charm. Nope. It's going to fall. It's going to fall. Yep, there it goes. 3rd time's the charm. Yes. So then I made this little trash can. We're going to put it under the little side table that I created, because everyone needs a trash can in their kitchen. So after all that, we have the final look. Look how amazing this is. Tell me if you like the paint color that I chose for the bedroom and for the living room. I really love that color, but if you have any other suggestions of what I should have done, please let me know. I just think this looks freaking cute as all heck. All heck. Then I put some light on it to give you a better view. I really hope you enjoyed this. So as you just saw, we made, I don't know how to show you this because it's all gonna fall. We made this. So we made this little house with all the little furniture in there. I'm gonna put it back so it doesn't get too disrupted. Made this little furniture. It's really cute. I had such a great time making all this stuff. So we made all that little furniture this week, and I really hope you enjoyed watching it because it was so much fun to make for you. This was such a challenge to make because we were making, you know, first of all, a tiny little house and then a tiny little furniture. And I hope to do something like this again because it was just really, really fun. I just really love all this stuff. The little kitchens, the little dining room, the little bedroom. So cute. I love little tiny things. They just make me so happy. That's not a happy face. They make me so happy. Tell me some things in the comment section of what you'd like to see. Furniture, paintings. The list goes on and I just can't think of all the lists. So now it's time to say goodbye. And I hope to see you back next week. I don't know what I'm going to make. And now I will say bye-bye. Precious little babies. Bye-bye. Oh my god, why am I so tired? Wake up. Bye. Bye. Bye-bye. Leave. Oh my god, bye. It's the end of the video.